Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode. Guys, there are new developments in the Buju Banton saga where relief efforts are concerned. New development on the government side, new development on Buju's side. So we wake up this morning to news from the Minister of Transport, Daryl Vaz, that he did a total investigation last night. Daryl Vaz came with receipts, pictures, him say him have videos, and him said that everything that came down on Buju's cargo were intact as they left the airport and went on the transportation that took Buju's stuff to a warehouse in Spanish Town. I'm going to let you hear what the minister said this morning in the press conference. Now, there's also a new development on the side of Buju. We never know say Buju did a carry down things for PNP. Anyway, I knew, remember last night we spoke about it over here, and I knew from the very outset that this was political and it had PNP politics involved in it. Don't I tell you no? Guys, Buju said that he made space on his cargo for PNP MPs to receive aid from friends abroad. But then he also said in his statement, which I'm going to show you, that it's not about politics, it's about Jamaica. So why then would Buju put himself in a situation to facilitate partisan relief? To tell you the truth, guys, as far as I am concerned, Buju has no case, because if this goes to a court of law, he would lose. The Starlink and the stove that he claimed were in the shipment. When you look at the receipt, when you look at the invoice, when you look at the paperwork where you put everything on that is coming into the country, it shows no Starlink and no stove. The paperwork does not validate Buju's claim. What happened to the aid between the time that it left the airport to when it reached Spanish Town warehouse? I stand by what I said, that before I knew that politics was involved, the PNP and risers, them were involved in it, and them and Buju decided that they were going to blame the government. Whether it started abroad, where them tell Buju, so them go and pack this and pack that, and them don't pack nothing, or it reach the warehouse and whatever. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Like, when me hear say stove and Starlink missing, stove, from outer airport, that just never make no sense to me, honestly. So they come out and blame the airport and blame the government before they even reported the matter formally or before they received an investigative report. Guys, to me, it look like, say, Buju has a vendetta against the government of Jamaica because as an influential public figure, he campaigned for the PNP and they lost the election. Remember in his statement yesterday, which somebody brought my attention to, he said the head of the stream dirty, which was unfortunate because that shows from the outset that his political vendetta is present. So when we hear statements like that and his failure to report, wait for an investigation, his willingness to carry, quote, PNP MP's goods on flight, that goes to show you say Buju make the thing political. No, we know. So Buju is right now, in my view, compromised and his credibility is questionable. And if I must speak the truth, Jamaicans must reject PNP aid because they are being political, okay? And they are causing mischief. Let me let you hear what the minister said this morning, and I'm going to also show you Buju Banton's response to the minister.
That there was an unfortunate post yesterday by a musician indicating that there were some wrongdoings in relation to the cargo that came for relief. While I welcome all efforts and attempts for persons to help in small, medium, and large ways, fact of the matter is that we must have an accountable system And I want to publicly state today, without fear of contradiction, that I did an overnight investigation, including cameras and including the custom broker who handled the shipment. And I want to make it very clear that the shipment left the airport intact as it came, fully wrapped, and everything that was there left the airport in the custody of the charitable organization. It went to a warehouse in Spanish Town, which the government has no involvement in whatsoever. So as far as what we did in terms of making sure that the goods that were meant for the people, the poor suffering people, were delivered. And I want to thank all of the airport staff that continue to work so tirelessly under the worst strain and pressure to make sure that we manage all of these cargo flights in a smooth and efficient manner. I am the first one to say that it's not perfect because we are now overburdened with more flights than we normally expect. However, we are doing our best, and I'm going to ask for everybody to please just do what you are doing and do so in the best interest of the people of Jamaica, and do not cause mischief or nuisance, because I will be there to defend the government as long as it is on the seaside or the port side. Absolute rubbish was posted, and I say so without fear of contradiction. And anybody who wants, come to me and I will give you the evidence.
What a something, you guys. So, Buju was alerted about the minister's statement, and this is what he had to say. He says, Minister Vaz, with all due respect, I can see that you remain unaware of how things went. The goods were not taken from the plane to our trucks, but instead taken from the plane to an area we had no sight of. On day one, our persons waited for some 7+ hours for the clearance of the items and for the trucks to be loaded. On day two, the same thing happened, with the only difference being that the time they took to get us the items from customs was a shorter wait time. Seals were broken and things were taken. I have no reason to create mischief nor make up stories. As usual, you have tried to make this political. For your information, the packages on the flight for the PNP MPs were donated and placed there by various Florida commissioners and donors. I allow them the space on the plane, and this is about Jamaica, not about PNP or JLP, as all are suffering. The reality is that the system is broken. If you took the time to read the comments under my post, you would realize that though I may have been the first public figure to come forward with this issue, I am not the first person to have experienced it. The common thread continues to be a lack of accountability and trying to shame and blame the person who speaks out. It is extremely disappointing that this is the attitude and approach you have chosen to take, but not surprising. Boy, it's very unfortunate. And, at a time like this, when we have aid coming into the country, we have, over 40 countries donating to us. And then this. It is true that in the past we have heard people, regular travelers, saying, boy, them a come through airport and this missing or that missing. It's not something that happen frequently. All my life traveling to Jamaica, I've never had it happen to me, right? So it's not something that is happening frequently. It should never happen at all. And if it is happening, it should be addressed. But this thing like, say, boy, our system is broken more than nobody else. Stop that, man. And we can say, Buju is coming from a political place because of the fact that he's bringing things for PNP MPs, never bring none for the JLP MPs, okay? And he's talking about head of the stream dirty. And we know he was campaigning hard for the PNP. It just, Buju, this not look good for you. You can never come out on the right side with that one, yeah. Report the problem formally to the government. Wait upon an investigative report. You just come out on the media and start rant and I say the head of the stream dirty and this and that. How come all of the rest of the artists them, cartel them, spice them? How comes this not? Listen, guys, let me know what you think in the chat. This is Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Have a nice day. I'll catch you in the next video.